Hey piano players, I'm Milo. Every music style has its own life. Sometimes you need a smooth groove and sometimes you need more energetic patterns like this. And that is exactly what I'm gonna share to you today. 10 different patterns for 10 different styles. The first pattern fits perfectly on the pop songs and was inspired by the song Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. And to build this pattern, just choose a chord, for example C major, C, E, G with C, doing a single note or doing octaves like that, and then just play for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the pattern, super simple, and by the way, you can download the PDF file for free with all those patterns. And let's try one more chord, for example, A minor, A, C, A with A, single note, or doing octaves like this, again for 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, C again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And you can totally apply this pattern to any type of chord progression. So let's hear this now. The next is rock, and this pattern was inspired on the song Imagine by John Lennon. So to play this pattern, choose a chord, again, for example, C major, C, E, G with C, doing octaves, and for this time you're gonna play the top 2 notes, the bottom note, like this, for 1 major. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1, 2, 3, 4. One more chord, A minor, exactly the same pattern. So top 2 notes, the bottom note, doing octaves on the left hand. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Let's hear now with the backing track. And the next pattern, it's super simple. All you have to do is hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Going back now for the musical pattern, in this time I'm gonna play the blues, the super traditional 12-bar blues. That means the pattern, you're gonna choose a chord, for example C major, C, E, G, and play exactly the same on the left hand, C, E, G, but adding the 6th note. Actually, we're playing C, E, G, A. That means 1, 3, 5, 6. This will be our pattern for the left hand. And on the left hand, you play the first note together, right hand, and then continue play the pattern on the left. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be our pattern, and you can apply into any other type of chord. For example, F major. Play exactly the same notes, F, A, C, adding the 6, D, and you play all together, right hand, and continue play the pattern for the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hear now this pattern into the 12-bar blues chord progression. Next pattern is inspired by the song Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. And the secret for this pattern is adding movement to your chord progression. That's the reason you're gonna need 4 chords at a time. So A minor, A, C, E with A, G major, G, B, D with G, F major, F, A, C with F, and then going back to G, G, B, D with D. And for start the pattern, you play the left and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and left again. One more time. A chord, G chord, F chord, G chord, left again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to be more musical, play the right hand doing staccato. That means just like that. So again. Let's hear now with the backing track. Let's move now to the reggae, and our next pattern is inspired by the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. And to play this pattern, you choose a chord, for example, G major, G, B, D with G doing octaves, and then you play left hand, right hand, and then faking you are playing the left. So 1 for real, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. This will help you to count and play perfectly on the time. Again, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and one more chord, exactly the same pattern. For example, C major, C, E, G with C. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's hear with the song. Next is hip hop and inspired by the song California Love. First, choose a chord, for example, A minor, A, C, E with E. And before you play the whole chord, you're gonna need 2 notes. Go back to 1 key and play G, G sharp, and A, like this. And then start to repeat the chord. You can play just with the right hand, or you can repeat exactly the same thing with both hands. Let's hear now with the backing track. Moving to the classical music, the next pattern is from the song Release by Beethoven. That means you're gonna play a chord, A, C, E, A minor, in the both hands exactly the same, A, C, E. And instead of play like this, everything together, you play doing arpeggios. That means 1 note at a time. So we start to play on the left hand and then right hand. And just repeat like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other chord, for example, C major, C, E, G. Exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also add more octaves to this pattern. You can start playing exactly over here. 1, 2, and then move your left hand to the next octave and finish over here. So 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hear it. The next style is funky music and comes from the song Give It Up the Funk. So to play this pattern, you're gonna play C major chord, for example, doing octaves on the left hand. For this time, we start to play the bottom note and then the top note on the left hand. So, and then play right, left, the top note on the left, right, twice, left, and right again. One more time. Left, left, right, left, right, right, left, and right. Again. And to have a cool sound, you can add the 7th on the chord. So in this case, I'm gonna add the B flat as well. So let's hear on a chord progression. For the jazz pattern, you need to add more color to our chords. That means you're gonna play the D minor, but add the 7th, C with D on the left hand, and then G7, D, F, G, B with G, and C major 7th, C, E, G, B with C. And for the left hand, you're gonna also add a walking bass. That means you play exactly the same notes on the right hand, the triad, and then add the 2nd note as well. So for D minor, D, F, A, D, F, A, and add the 2nd. You play like this, one note at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be our pattern. So for the G, exactly the same. G, B, D. This is a G major chord. And then add the 2nd. G, A, B, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and for C, exactly the same. C, E, G, adding the 2nd, which means D. So for the left hand, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the pattern, start to play left, right, left, together, left. Again, left, right, left, together, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 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 2, 3, 4. Let's hear now with the backing track. Next is Bossa Nova, inspired by the song Girl from Ipanema by Tom Jobim. And to play this pattern, you're gonna need all exactly the same chords. D minor 7, G7, and C major 7th. And you can play as well for the last bar C6. That means all you have to do is move to B to A like this. So C major 7th, C6. And for the left hand, the pattern, you play the whole chord and get rid of the third, playing the root of the chord and the fifth. And start playing all together, right, left, right. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's just rest. So again. Moving through the chord progression, G7, C major, the same, play the whole chord, get rid of the third, playing just root and the fifth again. Or with C6. Let's hear it with the backing track. And to learn 10 more types of rhythm patterns for piano chords, just click on this video up here. So, thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial.